This is Into the Fire.
It's really great to welcome Into the Fire, the electrifying halfback flanker, the late draft bolter, the guy with incredible skills and great sense, Norwood and SA's youngster, Alastair Lord. Nice to meet you, Alastair.
No, thanks for having me on, LJ. Pleasure to meet you too, mate.
Awesome to have you on. Now, before we get on to your amazing year this year, what was the young Alastair like? Have you always just played footy?
Yeah, kind of. Footy's always been the big one, but I've been into a few other sports. So I used to be a bit of a soccer player back in the day in primary school. Always been footy number one though. And also I did a bit of athletics, bit of running, short distance kind of stuff in primary school as well. But yeah, it's kind of always been about footy for me.
Any favourite athletics events?
Yeah, I always loved the 100 meter. I wasn't a big fan of the long distance ones because they're a bit harder to run. But yeah, don't blame you.
Yeah, 100's always been my favourite too.
Yeah.
Now I noticed that you didn't play in the SA team in under 16s. What was your journey leading up to this point?
Yeah, so obviously in the 16s I wasn't a state representative, but I was always just playing at Nord, so I came through from under 13s all the way upwards, and yeah, in 16s I was probably more of a midfielder, but I didn't really have as much of an impact as I do nowadays. I think yeah, last year was a big year of development for me, and then this year got a bit more opportunity, especially in the state side, which is really good.
Yeah, good to hear. Now, it doesn't matter what happened in the years leading up to this year's draft, because right now you're as hot as a prospect as any. You've shown scouts the talent that oozes from you. Before I get into all your attributes, mate, tell me about the injury you suffered. How did you break your leg? Sorry if it brings back.
No, that's all right. Yeah, so I was in the first week of school footy, so I was in about round 5, around that time frame in Santville. And it got hit in a bit of a contest, like I was going for a ground ball and someone knocked it, and it didn't feel too bad, so I ran it off a little bit. And then probably a couple of minutes later, I received the ball and I went to kind of land on it, and it kind of just gave way a little bit. And I was like, shit, yeah, that hurts a little bit. I better get off. And yeah, oh well.
You must have been amazing with your rehab, mate. What did you do to make sure you could play the amazing footy you've been playing, mate?
Yeah, I think during rehab I was kind of just trying to stay focused, and yeah, obviously it's hard, especially in your draft year when you kind of get set back with that kind of injury. But yeah, I just did my best to kind of stay focused and yeah, do all the right things by the physio and not try and rush anything and just take my time.
Yeah, good to hear. Now, you've come back from the injury in the most amazing way. You've been incredible since your return. How good was it being selected in the South Australia team?
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's always been a big goal of mine, especially like you said, didn't play in 16, so it was a big goal to kind of represent the state this year. And it kind of was a bit like my hard work during rehab, like you said, paid off a little bit. So yeah, it was a really good feeling.
Yeah, it must have been a massive honour.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, not only were you selected, but you were so impressive. Your run and carry off the halfback was super impressive, mate. That 20 to 30 metre run, then a 50 metre kick is so important in the AFL. Your metres gained is elite. My dad says that the halfback flankers are the most important players in the AFL. Is that where you prefer to play?
Yeah, definitely. My dad says a similar thing. He says halfback flankers are the new midfielders. So yeah. I definitely love playing on the halfback. I think, especially with kind of my attributes like my run and my kick, like you said, it's pretty important that I can get the ball going forward. And I've kind of become used to playing there over the last couple of years. So it's definitely my favourite position.
Any other positions that you like?
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time for Nord in the midfield, and I think I like that quite as much. But yeah, I think the halfback's the main one for me, and then on the wing a little bit, probably going forward. I'll probably spend a bit of time there, but yeah, definitely the halfback.
Yeah, it's a good position. Okay, so add to the drive of the halfback with elite speed with ball in hand. You're so fast, guys don't even chase you. If you had to pick your number one attribute, would it be speed?
Yeah, it'd probably be definitely be my speed in an in-game sense. But also probably agility as well. Like at the combine I did pretty well in the agility test, which kind of surprised myself a little bit. But yeah, the speed's definitely the big one in a game, like you said, because on the half back when you get the ball and you get on your horse, it's pretty hard to
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, it's a massive attribute.
Definitely.
Now, I've talked a lot about how good you are. What is the area of improvement you're looking at?
Probably like my defensive side of my game. So obviously as a halfback, it's good to be all attacking and stuff. But I've probably been criticised a little bit for maybe not being as good as a defender. So
Oh, how can you
yeah,
be criticised? I don't even know how that's possible.
nah. Just been working on like things like spoils and tackling and defensive pressure. Definitely my areas of improvement.
Yeah, always something to improve on, mate.
That's it.
Yeah. You're going into the draft with one of my main guys, Cooper Murley. He didn't play much due to injury, but he's a hell of a guy and super talented. Have you spoken to him much leading into the draft?
Yeah, definitely. Merles and I have been good mates, especially over the last couple of seasons coming through the 18s, and he's always been a terrific guy, and like you said, and a terrific talent. Yeah, he's kind of been a little bit of a role model as such because he's kind of always been in those high positions, and I've kind of looked up to him for that, and he's a real professional guy, but also really down to earth. So yeah, he's been good to kind of follow that journey with.
Yeah, he'll be the steal of the draft, I reckon. Uninjured, he's
Yeah,
a
I'd say the
tenor,
same.
just in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. He's up there.
Yeah, he's a legend, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you yourself have been really talked up, and I know that many AFL scouts are very interested in you. Have you had many conversations with AFL clubs, mate? And how are you feeling as the draft gets closer?
Yeah, I've had a few, especially towards the middle part of the year. Yeah, it's obviously good to get recognised. I think they don't really give away too much, so and I think once exams are finished, I think they'll probably start talking a bit more, and I might have a better idea. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just kind of just like focusing on what I can control and not really worrying about that. But yeah, it's good to get a little bit of interest, like you said.
Yeah, must be a bit nervous though, looking at all of it if you do.
Yeah, a little bit. You get a bit nerve-wracking, especially
Yeah.
like in interviews and things like that. So it's good when I can just have a chat to a cool guy like you rather than an AFL
Oh,
scout.
thank you. So just recently you did the AFL combine. How did that go?
Yeah, it was unreal. It was a good experience. And I was really happy with how it went. But yeah, I think it was just good to kind of be around all the SA boys and like you said, Merles and a few other guys from different clubs and kind of have that day of like professionalism and where you just give it your all really and mark the end of the footy season. So I think it was really relieving when it was all over.
Yeah, and you think you were a bit nervous before in the combine?
Yeah, probably the 2K to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm more of a short distance guy, and a few of us were a bit worried, but it ended up being not too bad in the end. So I shouldn't have really been that worried.
Now, you're a Ross Trevor boy, and they have had their fair share of AFL players, which I'm sure you'll join, buddy. Deputy head prefect. So add leadership to your qualities. How's the exams looking, buddy?
Yeah, I've still had a few assignments to kind of finish off these last couple of days. Especially like with footy going on throughout most of the year, I kind of fall a little bit behind at times, but I've caught up pretty well at this point. So yeah, I think next week I'll start studying, and the exams are the week after. So I think I'm in a good position, but you can never really know until you open the exam paper.
Yeah, straight A's maybe?
Yeah, hopefully, but look, the exams, I don't know if I'll be getting straight A's on them. We'll see, we'll see.
Oh, it'd be good, eh?
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
let's have a couple of non-footy questions. If
Yeah.
you had to play a different sport, what would it be?
Yeah, it's a hard one because, as I said, I was always a bit of a soccer player back in the day, but recently I kind of picked up basketball as a bit of a social thing. So I'd probably say basketball. Like, it's just a good sport, and I enjoy watching it as well. So yeah, probably basketball.
Yeah, basketball's awesome. Favorite
Definitely.
pastime activity?
Oh, it'd probably have to be basketball as well. Like as I said, I've just picked it up recently and go down to the courts with my mates and stuff like that, and it's just good fun to kind of have a muck around and not take it too seriously.
Yeah. Number one sports person you'd have around for drinks?
Oh, that's a hard one. It'd probably be. I'm not sure if maybe you're a bit too young to. Oh no, you probably will. Lenny Hayes. Do you know Lenny Hayes from
Lenny
St
Hayes?
Kilda?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I reckon I know. Yeah.
yeah. He was St Kilda player. He's like a 2010 Norm Smith medalist in that drawn grand final, and yeah, he's always been my inspiration a little bit in footy and like my footy hero as such. So I'd probably have him around. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Pick his brains a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you prefer to surf or golf?
Look, I'm probably say I'm pretty hopeless at both of them. So I've never tried surfing, but I'm not the best
Me either,
in the
yeah.
golf department. But no, I like being around the beach, so I'd probably say more of a surfing guy.
All right. What would you have as a last meal?
Oh, that's a hard one. Oh, probably tuna pasta. I'm always a big fan of the
Oh, yeah.
tuna pasta mix. So yeah, I'd probably have that, to be honest.
Yeah, my mum makes a good tuna mornay as well.
Yeah, so does mine.
If you had to be a gamer, what video game would you choose?
Oh God. It'd be between FIFA and NBA 2K, I reckon.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'd probably say FIFA. I'm probably a bit better at FIFA.
I reckon I'd go with NBA 2K.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, it is. Now, being a line breaker that loves nothing more than to take a handball and take 42 bounces from the back line, you could be a goal kicker. And not just any type of goal kicker, one that is exciting. I can almost hear the buzz of the crowd now, mate, as you get the handoff and head for the big sticks. So when you get it and head for glory, the crowd will erupt as they watch the ball pierce through those big sticks. What will you do then, mate? This is your time, Alastair. You better be ready. Everyone will be waiting for a celebration. Tell you what, you can have mine. Be into the fire.
Thank God. Yeah. Do you want me to give it a go?
Oh yeah, give it a go. Nice. I like it.
Nice. I'll definitely have to pull that one out if I ever do get near the goals.
All right, sounds good, mate. Well, I can't thank you enough, Alastair, for coming onto my show and letting us get to know you better. You're going to be an absolute steal when you're drafted, and I can't wait to see who gets you. That will be a very lucky club. All the best, mate. I'll be cheering for you.
Cheers, LJ. It's a pleasure chatting to you, mate. Thanks for that.
Awesome to chat, mate.